Hello guys, this video would show you how to use the student OS to track your GPA. So once you head over to the URL, you have the option to put in your name. You have the option to put in your university and your program. Yeah, you can actually put in a profile picture if you want to by clicking the profile, and then you have the option to put it there. This is where you select your program. Is it a degree, diploma, the engineering, law, medicine, and then masters? I'll pick the degree. I pick the terms. Am I using the semester or trimester or the quarter? I'll go with the semester. And then the scale for grading. So you have the option to select out of the varieties here. I'm going to go with the standard 5.0 option. So now I can start adding courses here. Can you see? So once I just go head over here, this is for my first year. Since we are using semester, we've set it to semester, so it's semester it's using. Year one, term one, which is also year one, semester one. I then put in a course. I then put in the grade or the score, whichever one I put. If I should put the grade, it still understands what it's meant to do. Okay, it's added it to the list here. You can see. And you see, you have this action button to cancel, delete the course if there's any reason why maybe you've made a mistake trying to impute it. And I can do that if I want to by pressing OK. You see, it's out of the list. That's the action button use. So I can come back to putting on my courses. Just make sure that you are putting the right course at the right year and term so that it reads well for each semester, or if it is trimester or quarter you're using. But everything are all terms, regarded as terms here. If I should put, let's say, score, it still reads well as well. And then I have the option to add course. I've added that to the list. You have the option to see your GPA, your CGPA, the total courses you're offering, and the total units you're offering. And then you have the GPA trend here to see it on a graph scale. And then you see the different year you filled here. You have the option to save and as PDF and then reset. And then you have the target GPA manager. We'll come to all those section. Let's just continue putting in courses here. So let's assume that I've added the courses for my year one, semester one, which is also the term one. I can then say, okay, I've completed this. Let me start adding to my semester two, which is the term two. So you can see these are the total courses I've done so far, 12, and then the total unit 35. And this is my CGPA 4.29 out of 5.0. This is the GPA trend. This is the year one and year two. If I want to check things under the option for the semester one of the year one, all I have to do is just to click it here, and then I see only courses I've done here. If I slide to the right, you see I can see every option here of my courses that I've listed down. I can see the GPA for the first semester and the total courses I did there and the total units. You can see, it's 4.05, it's 4.05, you see. And if I should change it to the term 2, I add 4.60, and that's the same year. And then the total units I did there and the total courses I did, you can see. If I go to the year 2 term 1, you can see I've not included anything. It's saying no courses added yet. Select a semester and add your first course above. You see. So it's as simple as going through that format. Once I come back here and show all terms, I can see everything here. And I can continue adding for every other of my year as I get my grades. And let's say for any reason you are having to use a scale of 4.0, you see it changes everything to a 4.0 grading system. And you see, and it still retains the calculation in that format. If I have to change to any scale I'm using, it retains the right information for me. I'll go back to the 5.0. See, it still retains the right information for me. And let's say, for example, now I'm done with my first year and I want to try and upskill. Since my current CGPA is 4.29 and I feel that I could actually do better, I can come over to the target GPA manager and then put in my goal for my CGPA. Okay, I would like to improve my grade and let's say make my CGPA rank to a 4.5 so that I can get into the first class. I will see the possibility of having that. So what are the units of the total courses I'm offering next semester? So let's say I'm offering 24 units in total for the next semester. I can then put it there and then check the required GPA I need to have to attain this CGPA for myself. You see, it says I should aim for 4.81 next semester to get to a 4.5 CGPA, which will make me have a first class. If that's my target, yours might be lower, yours might be higher. This is just to test and see how the platform works. And this particular thing saves your data. It retains your information, and whenever you come to the browser, it stores the information and save it properly for you for use. You have the option to save PDF of your results. If there is any need to do that, can you see it? And then I click the download button, and then I have the option to save it on my file. So and then save. So that is that. For I have the option to reset. So he's asking me, are you sure you want to wipe all data? This cannot be undone. So that is the way you wipe data. If you feel that you're done with the data and you don't need it anymore, or you've made an error and you would like to restart again. But to delete a particular course that you feel you've not added properly, you can just come to the action button and click the action button and say, oh, delete this course, and then I click OK. You see, remove that particular one from the list. Can you see? And that in itself has increased my CGPA. Can you see? And let's say I just come back here and be like, okay, my target is to have probably a 4.9, and I'm offering, let's say I'm still offering the 24 units. I can then say check required. You see, it says it's impossible. You need 5.18, and the maximum is 5 units. So it's not realistic for me to have a CGPA of 5.0, of 4.9 in my next semester if I'm offering 24 units course. Let's try and test if something like this will work. So it's still unrealistic. So some people would surely get unrealistic if their goal is not realistic, and they will try and check again the one that works best for them. So if I'm saying, can I get a 4.7 and I'm offering 22 units, let's see if that's possible. Okay, that's possible. So aim for 4.72 next semester, and then you'll be able to get that particular option. So one thing again that is amazing about this particular student OS for you, after being able to personalize it, remember you can always add your profile if you have to. is that what is very important is that you can come to your three dots here on your browser and then look for the option that says add to home screen. The option helps you install this as a web application on your mobile phone. So if I click the install button, it will install it. So whenever I go to my home screen, so all I have to do to go back to it is just to click the application and then it loads up and it comes up. You can see all my details are still saved. None of it is missing. That's one of the amazing features I was talking about. So I can still meet all my details as they were and see my CGPA and everything intact. The only thing that will clear the data here is the reset button. So let's say for any reason I have to clear data here. All I have to do is just to click the OK. Can you see all the data are now cleared? So that's the only option that gets my data cleared. And all I have to do is to start filling it all again. So that's how you reset it. Thank you.